Sciencewise is aiming to help policymakers to use good quality dialogue with the public when trying to make decisions around issues to do with science and technology. So it's trying to build the capacity of policymakers so that they understand when it's useful to do dialogue, how to commission it, and how to feed the results into their policy making so that they can make wiser choices.
Well, the value of public dialogue, and particularly its impact on policy making, is around fully understanding, really understanding a range of views in terms of the public's views, stakeholder views and expert views, and actually looking at them alongside each other in developing a new policy. It should ultimately lead to better policy making.
We want to try to make wiser choices that are really good for the long term. And the point of Sciencewise and the Expert Resource Centre is to help the government learn how to do public dialogue really well, how to capture good practice about what's already gone on, and how to make sure that when making policies in the future, we can really use the best wisdom of the public.
It's really crucial to have the discussions that we had here today, because if you just design policy in Whitehall without talking to people, we know what happens, which is you design the policy and then it doesn't work, or there are problems in the policy. Having people here saying to me, look, you need information in shopping centres, you need to assure us that if we're putting our money into this, then we're not getting into debt and that it's a reliable thing that we're doing. We need impartial advice about what we really need, not just being sold something. All those things, you know them in theory, but being told them practically by people is incredibly important.
The whole process of soliciting people's opinions, I think it's very useful, and it's reassuring in a way to think that the opinions of the average person in the street does carry some weight.
It's been quite educational so far. There have been a lot of things that have been mentioned that I didn't realise. It's just kind of like an eye-opener in that way, because you need to hear both sides of the story, you need to hear both arguments, you need to hear the negative and the positive effects.
I came here not knowing anything really, but I'll go away knowing a lot more. And the more people that could take part in these seminars, the better.
Initially, before I came in here, I had an attitude like it's not for me, and it's kind of, I was ignorant to the subject. And as we going along, things are popping up, and it's bringing in more and more awareness and ideas of how important this could be.
And then after that, I take this discussion back to my friends and relatives and colleagues, etc., and they all seem to be excited about it. I think in terms of policy making, it's very important to get the views of the people who will be affected by this, and I think the general public is one of them.